In today's Fit to Ride segment, we've talked about how to fuel up before a workout, but your body needs to recover as well, whether you're out biking. And I can tell you, I did a 30-mile ride on Friday with lots of hills out in the Doylestown area. Took 2 hours and 17 minutes. I was fine during the workout, but I was starving when I was done. And even if you're doing the weights, you may not be hungry, but your body needs the right foods to recover. Back again with the top recovery foods is Deanna Segrave-Daly, a registered dietitian. Good morning. Thank you for being here.
Good morning. Good to be here, John.
You're working out. You gotta eat and all that. So
you gotta eat.
Fuel up. So.
Absolutely. And even more important, fluids. That's
Hydrate.
what I want to talk. Exactly. Because think about it. Your body needs fluids to regulate your temperature, to transport nutrients, to have healthy blood. The list goes on. So when you're thirsty, that already indicates you're dehydrated.
Sure.
So better rule of thumb, weigh yourself before and after your workout, and every pound you lose, replace with 2.5 to 3 cups of fluid.
The fluid. And water's the best choice.
Water is really all you need. And if you're doing workouts, replacing it during and after the workout is crucial. Sports drinks can help if you're doing a heavy, intense workout for like 90 minutes or more and you're doing it every day. But otherwise, water is fine and critical.
Otherwise, if you're hitting the sports drinks, you're getting calories too, which you don't need necessarily unless you say you've worked out for a couple hours.
Right, and I'll talk about other ways to get what's in sports drinks and food in a little bit.
Okay. Obviously, you burn a lot of carbs while you're working out, so now you've got to replace those.
You've got to replace carbs, and I like to talk about carbs and protein together because you really should eat them together after a meal because it helps enhance your glycogen supplies. That is your carbohydrate reserves that you lose. It's the first thing your body uses. So you want to replace that, plus you need protein to help repair your muscle as well. So rule of thumb, about 0.5 gram of carb per your body weight. So let's just say you're 160 pounds, about 80 grams.
I wish I was 160 pounds, thank you very much.
Well, let's keep with that. 160 pounds, 80 grams of carbs, and then for every 4 grams of carbs, 1 gram of protein. So that would be about 20 grams of protein. So what does that mean in food? A bowl of low-fat granola with some low-fat milk and banana, a baked potato with some beans and chopped tomatoes, or what they call the bodybuilders workout meal, brown rice, veggies, and canned tuna, all carb protein combos that are in good ratios, and low fat too, because right after a workout you don't want a lot of fat in your diet. You want this to absorb easily. Okay,
electrolytes. I always hear electrolytes in sports drinks. Oh, you can replace those. I didn't realize about the foods.
You can really use foods, and really we're talking about potassium, sodium, and we want those in balance to keep our fluids in our body in balance too. We are never really lacking sodium in our diets. We almost get too much of it as Americans. But potassium, foods rich in potassium, bananas, cantaloupe, tomatoes, avocado, potatoes, sweet potatoes, include these in your post-workout meal.
All right, we only have a few seconds, and here's the surprise one. I got answers here. A couple people, including Sue Sarah, think Snickers bars.
Snickers bar? This would be a big Snickers bar.
Oh, now I've heard about that.
Chocolate milk. Actually, if you think about it, it's a fluid. It's a great carb to protein ratio, rich in potassium, and a study recently showed that when you compare it to a sports drink, the athletes recovered even better. So have some chocolate milk. And I'd like to toast Harry Callis with this glass of chocolate milk. So here's to Harry.
Very fitting.
And perfect for after your workout.
We also want to let you know that our Cut-a-thon versus Cancer is coming up Sunday, April 26th. It's at Peter's Salon and Spa in Westchester. All the details are at the website for Fit to Ride at myfoxphilly.com. But the local teams, mentioned the Phillies last week, the Eagles have also gotten involved. They sent over this autographed David Akers jersey, which we are going to auction off with the money all going to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. So again, more details, go to myfoxphilly.com, click on Good Day and Fit to Ride. And Deanna, again, thank you for the information.
Great to be here.
This looks good. I guess you can really chow down, Jamie, after you're out running as well.
I know. Can you put that one plate away with the potato?
Yeah, I'll save that for you for your run.
I'll save that for later.